she said, "What's wrong, George?" I said, "My hand's stuck, Grandma, my hand's stuck." And she said, "Well, George, you know what you need to do?" And I said, "What, Grandma?" And she said, "Let go of those peanuts." And I said, "But Grandma, I want some of them." She said, "You're not going to get any that way. You have to let go." So I thought about it, and I let go, and Grandma was right. My hand came right out. And then I said, "But Grandma, I want some of those peanuts." She said, "George, all you got to do is turn it over and some will come out." She said, "But that's how sin is. Sin gets a hold of us and we don't want to let go. We have to let go of sin." But boy, I sure did learn a lesson. And I am so glad I learned that lesson. Phew. And I don't know what I would have done if Grandma hadn't let go. Has anybody seen Brother Kreg? I wanted to tell him about it. Kreg! Kreg!
Hold on, George.
What's wrong?
Somebody put candy in the jar and I can't get it out. I got my hand stuck in it and I look. There's nothing funny about this.
I ran into the same problem this week. See, I told you we're a lot alike. Kreg, hold it over your head and jump up and down. It'll come out.
Will that come out then? For real?
Yeah, hold it over your head and jump up and down.
Still stuck, George.
Let's see. Turn circles with me, Kreg. Turn around in circles. Did that work?
I'm still stuck.
Oh, that's right. You need to bark like a dog. Did that work?
Still stuck, George. Still stuck. And they're laughing at me now.
Should I tell him what he needs to do? Kreg,
What?
just let go of the candy. Now pull your hand out.
Well, that was good.
See, that's the lesson my grandma taught me this week.
Well, that's neat.
See?
So why did you make me bark like a dog then?
Oh, that's just because I'm a little mean.
Here you go. Here's the yellow one.
Oh, thank you.
Ready, you guys want some?
But you know what Grandma told me, Kreg?
What?
She said that those peanuts in my jar.
What?
Grandma said those peanuts in my jar represented sin. Because I wouldn't let go of it.
That makes a lot of sense. Because you know, George, sometimes the devil will do that kind of stuff. He'll take something that looks pretty. This is a pretty jar, isn't it? If it has some flowers in it. Amanda, you know the flowers I gave you for our anniversary last Sunday? And you know how I put them in a butter bowl? And you know how they died? If we would have had this, just think of how them flowers would have done. Anyway, that's off the subject. Them flowers are gone. They're supposed to last up to like 27 days. They lasted like 3. But that's okay. That was my fault. But the devil will do that stuff. He'll hide it in something that looks real pretty. And he'll put something out there that you may want. Like, these are jawbreakers. Dawn gave these to me. They're crybabies. I don't know what it is, but anyway. But you guys want this stuff, right? Listen, shh. This is a freebie. This isn't the lesson tonight. This is a freebie. George brought this point out, and I didn't even think about it. When I was back there in the candy room, Dawn put all this candy in this jar for me, and she told me, she's like, "Kreg, if you want some candy, it's in the jar. Just help yourself." And look what. Don't act like you didn't do it. But Kurt did it? Huh? My mom did this? You did this? You told Dawn to put the scan in there and that's how you can trap me? Act surprised. Isn't that something? Anyway, but that's how the devil does things. I'm not calling my mom or Dawn the devil, so let me clarify that. You better straighten that one out. But the devil will do that stuff. He'll hide it in something nice, and he'll be like, I remember the vacation Bible school when I did the lesson, and we had a big old box here that was propped up with a stick, and I was putting little things on that plate. And do you guys remember what I would say? Does anybody remember? This was about 3 years ago, I think I did this. I would sit back real quietly, and then we would do the call. Here, dummy, 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 dummy. You guys, anybody remember that? No. Well, you wasn't paying attention. You remember that, Ethan? And Miranda came in, and she looked at it, and she decided to go for it. And she got up under that box and grabbed, I think it was cigarettes. And she grabbed it, and I pulled the stick down, then I got a club and beat her to death. So, then we put other, I didn't really beat her, it was all pretend. But then we did other things like that. And there was, I think there was alcohol, there was bad movies, there was bad music, all that stuff that looked good, but once you grabbed it, what happened? The devil pulled the stick out from under you and dropped the box on top of you, and then what happened? You were trapped. And then he took that club and beat you with it. But that's the good thing about coming to church, because we'll teach you things that will teach you when you see it there, it's probably a trap. Don't fall for it, because we're smarter than the devil. Because you know why we're smarter than the devil? We do good things, he does bad things. That's good. Also, we got somebody that's a teacher that teaches us. The devil has no teacher. The devil's the devil. And he's an idiot all on his own. But we got someone that tells us, hey, don't do that. It's going to hurt if you do that. So, we'll go from that to taking the offering.